Yo, what's going on, guys? RTX here, and today we are checking out something incredibly awesome. But before I show it to you, let me paint a picture for you. What do you get if you combine a Nintendo GameCube, a Tower helmet, a Tamagotchi, and an RTX 3080?
NANI?
The answer is the MSI Aegis TI5. Just look at this thing. This thing looks wild. It looks like it comes from the future. It looks like it's I don't know, piece of tech out the new Perfect Dark game that they revealed the other day that isn't even coming out for a few years. This is from like Cyberpunk 3077, whatever it is. Anyway, this is the MSI Aegis TI5. I want to give a massive shout out to MSI for very kindly sponsoring this video. That is not mine to keep, as cool as it is. I do have to return it, but they let me check it out. And today, I'm basically just going to be talking about it. It's not a review, it's just a showcase of the system because it's got some cool features. It's got a couple of cool design elements, so I just want to talk about it because I like cool tech, and that thing is hella cool. So if you guys do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think of it. What do you think of the design? Is it something that you yourself could see yourself using? Either way, let me know. But let's begin just by starting off on the outside. This thing has such a unique design. Like I'm a sucker for cool PC cases. I know some people just like those understated, my PC just looks like a brick, tower, basic thing. I like it if my machines look like they belong in some kind of sci-fi film. I want my PC tower to be as crazy as it possibly can be. So I'm all about that. The reason I made the GameCube comparison is because it's got a handle on the back, and let's be honest, GameCube invented handles. I also said it's got a Tamagotchi comparison because it's got this funny little dial on the front. This is referred to as the innovative gaming dial. The purpose of this thing is to give you quick access to lots of different functionalities. When you twist it on the front, you can do some simple things like adjusting the volume, switching the different light profiles, but if you then jump over to the actual MSI Dragon Center, you can configure this to do a load of different things. You can assign different PC profiles, so if you want to jump between balanced, extreme gaming profiles, switching gaming mode on and off, you can do this. If you want to assign shortcuts, you can even use it as a means to quick access some of your favorite games. You can point it directly to shortcuts of your choosing, and you can then launch directly into a game, or at least press it to kick off the launch process. You can even have the system linked to your location so that it can display the local weather if you so wish. You can display things like CPU temperature, and you can basically use it as a quick access to, change different things on your system. Obviously, these are things that you could naturally speaking do through menus, but being able to just twist the dial and press the button, it's kind of cool, not gonna lie. And obviously being able to affect the lights there as well. I just like the little character on the front. I do feel like MSI, if you're watching this, I do feel like you missed a trick. I mean, you should have baked in some kind of inbuilt Tamagotchi / Digimon thing, because imagine if the little character, the MSI Dragon on the front, imagine if you could have actually fed that on a daily basis, on the front of your PC. You just press the button in and it drops a little, I don't know, an egg for him to eat, or a biscuit. And then you can see him evolve. Imagine, you guys can have that for free. When you release the TI6, I want to see a Tamagotchi on the front of that thing, because woo, that's going to be a system seller. Anyway, that to one side. You've also kind of got this sort of unique shape to it. It's got the handle on the back, so if you happen to want to take it with you and go and, walk down the street with it, you can do that. If you want to pick it up and do some bicep curls, you can do that. But let's be honest, it's also just kind of a convenient way to move it around. I also just like the stand of it. It's just kind of got this very cool shape. But there is more to the shape than just, fancy looks and whatnot. There is also a clever cooling system in this that is basically this multi-chamber system. It's got what they call silent storm cooling 4. So within the machine, it's not as easy to open as other machines, I will say, because it's got some, multiple smaller screws, and it's got some cables that link together, because it's not really the sort of case that you necessarily open up as freely as other ones. But regardless, if you open it up, it's got these different chambers, and it's separated because you then have the CPU, the GPU, and the PSU all being separate, but they've also added a new VRM chamber. Apparently this is a world first unique design for a VRM, voltage regulator module. It basically helps stabilize the power supply from the CPU and increases the efficiency. So by separating things into their own different units, you just have a cooler, more efficient system. Or at least that's what they told me. I mean, it's been running really nicely, been running through Cyberpunk, everything like that. It's been running silently, been keeping pretty cool, so it obviously does the job. I haven't had a chance to use it for extended periods of time. I can't say what this is like after using it for say 6 months, but I can at least say for this past week, having a chance to play some games on it, been pretty quiet, it's been pretty cool, so must be doing something right. Under the hood, for those of you guys wondering, this is all on a Z490 MSI motherboard. It of course has the RTX 3080 in, so it means that when I'm playing things like Cyberpunk, I can take full advantage of RTX, DLSS, get those fancy lights, shiny reflections, all that good detail. It also has an Intel Core i9-10900K processor, 128GB of DDR4 RAM. It also has a 2TB PCIe drive as well as a 3TB standard drive, so plenty of storage and also plenty of connectivity. Admittedly, not necessarily as many USB ports as say your standard back of a machine, but all the ports on this are incredibly fast. It has USB ports, it has USB 3.0 ports pretty much across the board, bar like a couple at the bottom, so you have a ton of great connectivity options. So all in all, it's a pretty sweet machine, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, it's a powerful beast, can run all the latest games. The fact that it's got the 3080 in it is fantastic. It's got a great processor, so, you know, on the gaming front, it's been delivering. Obviously, you know, when I'm using Shadowplay, it doesn't necessarily catch the frame rate counter, but again, much like if you've seen our Cyberpunk coverage recently, I've been running this in 1440p. I then have everything turned up to high or ultra. I have RTX on across the board, and I have DLSS set to balanced, and my typical average frame rate is around 70 to 80 frames, dropping down to about 60 in the kind of really busy, crowded areas when it's dark at night and raining, but overall been a super solid experience. So great system, looks awesome. I've had a load of fun testing it out, and yeah, design-wise, I kind of wish I could keep this around, but either way, thank you to MSI for letting me check out this sweet system. Remember, if the TI6 comes out and you put a Digimon in the front or a Tamagotchi in the front, send it my way. That's my idea. I want to see it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a fun little look at a crazy machine, and keep it locked for plenty more. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the RTX Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there if you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with. It's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.